Hi, and welcome to The Print. My name is Karanjeet Kaur. I'm a journalist and an editor. Let's talk today about the exposition of the relics of St. Francis Xavier and a project dedicated to bringing alive Goan history through family albums. November marks the opening of the festive season in Goa. A sense of barely contained excitement hangs in the air, around the time that the paddy fields begin to get misty in the mornings. It's a time of quiet before the exuberance of Christmas and the eventual high notes of incoming tourist traffic. Part 1 of the season begins with the International Film Festival of India, now in its 55th year. This time around, cinephiles are rubbing shoulders with the faithful, who are lugging their bulky suitcases around cordoned-off paths in Old Goa. They're here for the decennial exposition of the relics of St. Francis Xavier, which is a 45-day celebration of faith that occurs once every 10 years. Last week, time collapsed when over 1,000 people formed a human chain to witness the movement of the remains of Goencho Sahib, Goa's patron saint and protector, from the Basilica of Bom Jesus to Say Cathedral. As the electric carriage, bearing the 4-century-old casket, made its way across the church complex, it carried with it not just the mortal remains of the 16th century Spanish Jesuit missionary, but the weight of countless personal histories, of answered prayers, of desperate supplications, and of unshakable faith. The church expects over 8 million pilgrims to visit during this exposition, a number that speaks not just to Goan religiosity, but to how deeply intertwined St. Francis Xavier is with Goan identity, both sacred and secular. The saint's story itself reads like a medieval thriller. After his death on Shangchuan Island in 1552, the saint's body made its way via Malacca to Goa in 1624. Here, the legend of his uncorrupt body began to draw thousands of devotees. Some of them took their fervor to extremes. A Portuguese woman famously bit off his toe, which allegedly bled fresh blood. These stories of passion have become part of Goa's collective memory, passed down through generations in souvenirs, artifacts, and treasured photographs of past expositions. These intimate archives of faith and memory come together in Sacred Archives, Memories and Objects, which is a new exhibition at the Museum of Christian Art. The exhibition is by Goa Familia, an archival project that offers a lateral way of experiencing the exposition through the lens of personal devotion and memory. The items on display are a little like a community scrapbook. Cherished souvenirs like glasses and embroidered handkerchiefs from past expositions, stamps and postcards, photographs, and some family memorabilia. Little cards and figurines share space with old magazines and newspaper articles. Each of these go back decades. The objects are less important than the fact that they've been carefully preserved and bequeathed among generations. When viewed together, the collection paints a fine portrait of Indo-Portuguese cultural fusion and how Goencho Sahib came to embody the cosmopolitan spirit of Goa itself. The exhibition also reveals how sacred relics can become private talismans, and as with every Goa Familia project, how the personal intersects with the historical. Goa Familia began in 2019 when Raha Balana, then the photography curator at the Serendipity Arts Foundation, called upon photographer Akshay Mahajan and curator Lena Vincent to set up an archive of photographs from the state. But the curators soon realized that it would be better suited as a research-based project which looks at family archives and oral histories of Goans and Goan diaspora. Instead of taking a macro approach, we decided to take the micro one, Mahajan told me. The curators talk to people, collect their stories, and use their family albums and archives as a kind of excavation of Goan history. Mahajan said that they choose to highlight regular people who are usually invisibilized because only famous individuals get colored into history. The result is a rich repository of personal histories that capture everything from major social transitions to intimate domestic moments. Goa Familia puts out open calls for participation, reaching out to families willing to share their photographs and stories. As Mahajan describes it, these interactions often turn into Balkau conversations, those quintessentially Goan exchanges that linger on the front porches of old homes. For the first year, Goa Familia had a little bit of an uphill battle to get people to trust them with their memories. But the project has evolved since then. They have taken on themes like the significance of the Mandovi River in the life of Panjim and the annals of Goan music. And the stories and photographs continue to flow. Each year at the Serendipity Arts Festival, these collected memories come together in exhibitions that tell larger stories about identity and belonging, proving that sometimes the most profound narratives of a community are found not in official histories, but in faded photographs and cherished keepsakes. The project also reveals the complex relationship Goans have with memory itself. Women are the primary memory keepers, preserving family albums despite Goa's unforgiving humidity and holding together the threads of family history. But nostalgia isn't always warm and sepia-tinted. For some, like the sisters Mahajan interviewed, old photographs are too painful to look at. For others, like the 90-year-old jazz musician who witnessed his story documented before his passing, the exhibition offered a chance to be seen. These contrasting responses to memory offer an understanding of how people process change and hold on to identity. Migration and transformation are recurring themes in the archive, given Goa's maritime history and the deep connection to ancestral land shared by most Goans. But these often go beyond the usual narratives of loss and displacement. Some physical journeys are often bundled with complex emotional maths of leaving and returning, of holding on and letting go. Mahajan recalled interviewing a family from Saligao that moved to East Africa and was later expelled by then President of Uganda, Idi Amin. When they returned to the village, they had become a different kind of Saligaoker. Migration emerges not as a straight line from here to there, but as a continuous dialogue between the past and the present. This year's Goa Familia exhibition at the Serendipity Arts Festival, of which Sacred Relics is a part, looks toward potential Goan futures. In a few years, these too will become archives. It is a fitting evolution for a project that began by excavating the past. After all, what are archives if not repositories of possibility? As Goa wrestles with questions of identity and development, these personal histories remind us that change has always been constant, and that the future, like memory itself, is something we actively shape through the stories we choose to preserve and pass on.